Hey guys, Jamstrap here, and welcome back to another kit bashing slash giving you inspiration ideas kind of video. And in today's one, we're obviously going to be kit bashing up the Primaris Outriders from the Indomitus set, or if you're watching this later when they released a multi-part kit, then same kind of thing really. Now, like I always say in my kit bashing wolf videos, you're going to need a lot of bits. Now I've got big old piles of bits over here. Best kits for bits are the Wolfen kit, the Stormfang gunship, and of course the Blood Claws or Grey Hunters. I'd recommend buying the kit even if you don't want old Marines because they come with so many bits, so many chain swords, little knives and wolf pelts, and yeah, really so many things, and head options and stuff like that. Now, like, I don't know if you guys have watched my kit bashing Assault Intercessor one, depending on when this video comes out. I haven't really planned my schedule for which one's coming out first, but in that video I kit bashed up this guy. As you can see, I used a wolfy chainsaw there, a wolfy plasma pistol, wolfy head, and like some extra little bits and some green stuffing and that. So you can definitely swap out the chainswords for these guys as well if you want to do that. Like I say, check this video out. Yeah, this one will definitely be out first. So yeah, that's all the kind of bits and stuff you're going to need. But obviously, as you guys can see, I've done green stuff on some of these guys here, like this one over here. Got some chains there holding up some green stuff, fur, a little pelt there, stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to be showing you guys how to do green stuff in this video. I've done videos before, like my How to Kit Bash Blade Guard Veterans and other videos on how to do fur. But I've got a new tool and a new way I'm going to do it. So probably in like next week, I'm going to be doing a little review test for that. So definitely stay tuned for that because that will be coming out soon as well. But enough jibber jabbering. Just give you guys a quick showcase of what I've done with my other two, and then I'll show you how to do one. So I've done the green stuff, like I said, got a little wolf pelt there that always breaks up the model and makes it look great. Now what I'm planning is I'm going to be putting the, your standard kind of like wolfy transfer sheet there. And I'm going to be doing the same on the other side. And then I'm going to be gluing this little bag on top of the transfer sheet so it's a bit more like integrated. He's a biker dude, he needs some baggage or whatever. And I've stuck this thing from the Wolfen kit on there. And that's literally all I'm going to do with this guy. Oh, and I've glued this skull onto this chainsaw, similar to the actual Space Wolves like Grey Hunter chainsaw kind of things. So I'm trying to make it similar to that. Like I said before, you can literally just cut this off and stick that on there anyway. But yeah, that's all I've already done. And of course, I did an extra little helmet swap kind of thing. Oh, I keep finding more things. And I put a blade on there. So that's that dude. And on this one, like I said, green stuff with chains, nice dynamic head swap. Put a helmet on him there, and I'll wrap some chains around there. But the chains are just for my kind of chapter, really. And this little bag thing here, and I think the previous one as well, are from the Space Marine Scouts, I believe. I can't remember. It's been such a long time. But yeah, these are really cool for these biker dudes because, yeah, I don't know, bikes with bags on them just seems cool. And yeah, that's literally it I've done for this guy. I'm going to put a transfer sheet there, and I think it looks quite wolfy already. So, for this one, I'm going to go a level above those previous dudes just because it's a video and I've got to make it somewhat interesting for you guys. So yeah, like I said, if you want to plan out a kit bash, definitely get some blue tack as well because that already helps out with all the stuff you want to do. So this is basically what this guy's going to look like. And as always, you're going to need plastic glue, little X-Acto scalpely hobby knife, and of course some clippers. But because today's kind of like a simple kit bash, you're not going to really need much snipping here anyway. So I'm going to clean the blue tack off everything and then get back to you guys. Alright, that's all cleaned up and ready to go. And one thing I wanted to quickly mention, because I mentioned the chains before here, I'm just putting chains on various guys for the rule of cool, but I would actually recommend if you want to add an extra little bit of something on this model, maybe put some chains around here because obviously they're riding a bike at like a bazillion miles per hour trying to saw people up, and you never know, might get knocked out of your hand. So it makes sense for the blade to be chained or have some sort of like leather strap at the back. That could be something cool as well. But that's just a little last minute thought there. But yeah, let's get to this. This should be a really quick and simple little video. So first things first, I've got these little things like this. Now I wouldn't recommend using this for like every bike in your army because you're going to end up using a lot of bits. I'd rather use like transfer sheets and stuff like that. But like I said, for this guy's the sergeant and it's for a video. So yeah, these kit, this thing, and like these, and it comes with like loads of different types like that. Let me get another one for you guys. Like this one here. They fit really nicely on the sides of the bikes. I mean, this one's a bit smaller, so it's nicely on the front. But that's from the Storm Wolf or Storm Fang gunship kit. Really, really great kit for that. Definitely buy that kit, and it comes with all these extra bits for kit bashing up. So yeah, first I'm going to be sticking this bit on the front here. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to snip this little blocky bit here. All you want to do is get that kind of level, and it should be fine. There we go. Now I would clean it up depending on what you're doing, but this one's kind of curved around the back, so it might actually fit quite nicely with that. Let's have a check. Yeah, I'm going to clean it up a little bit just so it's not like poking out the edges or anything like that. So all we're going to do is just run this blade flat like that. Slowly make sure you don't chip the bike, you know, like I just did there. And then you just reverse the blade like that. Scrape it along. Alright, so that's nice and smoothed out now. Not looking too bad. And then all we're going to do is, where that little square is, just pop a little drop of glue right in the middle there. That should be more than enough, probably too much, as usual. And we just try and get that nicely in the middle. You just move that around. Luckily, it's got that kind of like seam line where the model went together, so you just line it up with that. Alright, that's pretty much in the middle. I accidentally put on way too much glue there, so it looks kind of terrible, but once it's dry, it'll be fine. And if not, we can just clean it up anyway. So yeah, that's pretty decently in the middle. So you see it's giving that extra kind of like depth, breaking up the silhouette there. And then we've got to do the same thing with these bad boys, but trying to get them nice and center with that. So that's going to be take a bit more of an eyeball check right there. So let's try do that. All right, let's just try and get this nice and center on camera here if I can. That's the great thing about plastic glue. You got a bit extra time to move things around. Definitely would not use super glue for this. All right, don't know if that's exactly center or whatever, but let's just make sure we get the other one on the exact same side. Now, like I said, if you don't want to use like loads of them, you could just do one on this side, do a transfer on this side. You can mix it up or put bags wherever you want. But yeah, for this one, just to be symmetrical and all that, I'm going to be putting it there as well. Alright, so that's that one there. I think it's pretty even on both sides. Kind of lined it up with like the end of the little like feeding belt thing there in the middle of that, just above the square. Just getting those little kind of points where you can reference from. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. Definitely breaks up the bike. It's looking 10 times more wolfy already. Like I said, this one on the top is probably not all that necessary, but like I said, for the video, I wanted to make it a bit more chunky. And if you find this part a little bit bland, you could have moved that one up there or put some transfers there or something. All right, next part I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bag on the back here. Now, this isn't exactly a wolfy thing. You don't have to do this, but I feel with like the front being so heavy and stuff, putting something in the back definitely kind of evens it out and makes it look a bit bulkier, I guess. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is from either the Scouts or Scout bikers or something like that. So let's slap a bit of glue on here. A fresh pot of this glue always comes out way too much. And there we go. That's looking pretty sweet. He's looking like he's got some tools in there. Something for when he's out on his own, drifting around the battlefield. Definitely got more of like a solo biker kind of vibe now. And that's pretty much it for the actual bike itself. The rest is just the intercessor dude on top of the bike, to be honest. And I've done loads of videos on how to do that, but I'm just gonna do some quick and easy little things right now to give him a bit of flavor. Now what I normally do is, with these kind of like wolfy talisman things, because they got this like rounded little thing here, if you're putting it on like the hand grip of a gun or something, normally I just snip it off at an angle there so it looks like it's kind of like bolted into it, if that makes any sense. So you're just gonna cut the edge off. Kind of like that, and I've done it at an angle because obviously the wind's going to be blowing, so it's going to be sat like that. So let's stick a little bit, I always say a little bit of glue, but with this pot, probably not a little bit. Now usually with something like with such a weak touch point like this, I normally try and get the wolf pelt to be touching in different places, but I'm not sure I will with this one. Possibly. Okay, I have some reason putting that little talisman on there. It took me like freaking 5 minutes because I just couldn't get my hands on it. I kept falling on the floor. And yeah, I actually managed to get 3 contact points. It's glued there, it's glued on the purity seal and on the helmet. Yeah, it's not exactly a good flush fit. Like I said, I can't seem to get my hands in there without pulling it off and dropping it everywhere. So yeah, That gives it an extra bit of wolfiness right there and a bit of dynamic movement. And lastly, let's maybe slap a head on this guy. Well, not lastly, there's probably a few more things we could do. And just get him aiming down the barrel. Cock his head a little bit so he's aiming down there. And there we go. And there we have it, guys. That's my 3 dudes done. Very simple, quick kind of conversions. You can go way more over the top if you want to, but you know, most of us only have a certain amount of bits in our bits boxes unless you want to be spending tons of cash on buying more. So that's a nice simple one. Like, this is definitely the most over the top one. Like I said, the bag and the pieces there, all that kind of stuff. You can add a few more things if you want to. Like I said, I'll be doing a tutorial soon on how to do better green stuff fur, so you can add that onto these guys. I mean, to be fair, green stuff fur is the best and cheapest way to make anything more wolfy. So yeah, that's that guy. Nothing too difficult. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope this video gave you some inspiration or some ideas or anything like that. Or you could just outright copy this if you want to. And I definitely feel they look like Space Wolf bikers now. But yeah, as always, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Comment below as well what you think of these kind of easy conversions, or maybe what you've been doing, or even better, jump on my Discord, description in the, well, the link is in the description below, and share some pictures of your kit bashes and stuff with us as well. So yeah, if you like this kind of content as well, maybe check out my channel and subscribe. But until then, guys, see you in the next one. Bye bye.